Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We're gonna jump in the queue and watch the top live game, huh? Wow, how about that? I've favorited some replays, but I don't remember anything about them or whether they were any good. I'm pretty sure I favorited some not actually all that good games recently, so lucky you, we don't have to look at them. We get to play against Yotsuba instead. He's a strong player, should be tough. Very difficult droning here. Like there's a lot of options. Vor is kind of like a good counter to arms race, but I mean I don't know. There's perf. It seems like something pretty rushy is happening here. Like you ferret and sack into your only wall or something like that, and you try to win with perfs and vors. Right? Isn't that kind of cool? And I'm also thinking, like, how do you open exactly? Doom Drone, Wild Drone might be kind of interesting. How much money do I have if I do that? And, like, I get an engineer for... I don't know. Doomed Wild Regular Drone, maybe? Or just like double doomed regular drone and then start buying red stuff. I don't want this third NG. Like Galvani's in the set, but that's not a good enough reason, I don't think. Since I'm not planning to actually make use of that. Yeah, what if I just go really fast? I don't have energy to like fire Vors exactly, but I can start with like Perforator Ferret and Sack, or maybe like Tarsier Perforator or something like that. Vor Perf NG. Yikes. That could be kind of cool. I don't know. I want to go fast. I want a ferret and sack, but I don't need to get it right away. I mean, opponent's going to have access to a lot of, like, kind of defense via Doom Drone and, like, economy and all this stuff, so... Why is clicking not working? I'm clicking on things and it's not doing what I want right away. I'm not going to click the wild. I want to do that later, I think. Well, it's like one. I don't want to let him get an easy wall against this, right? I want to threaten to kill wilds later. Maybe I'll just get a forge. I have enough econ that I can spend one red and one blue. And I'll throw in this extra NG. Next turn I could get like Oride Core if I want. Yeah, or like Splitter. If I get Splitter, I can't get anything good. So I'm thinking this is actually, if I get this, it's more like Oride Core Vor. Which is a little bit weird, but maybe playable. Maybe I should just get some green. Then I can get like Electrovore Drone. NG. Or I could hold the perf and deal 2 damage and spend 2 red some other way. But no, I wanted to click the Vor to do the perf to do this, right? I don't know about this. This is probably too much, right? Like I want to be able to make use of this energy somehow is the thing. Maybe what I can do is this. Now I threaten 5, which is a good amount to threaten when he has 5 health. But I'll probably hold perf as a defender instead. And deal just 4, which is also an amount that he doesn't really want to defend against. I wonder if I should have gotten my ferret and sack already at some point. I could grab it now. Or I could just get a forge and, like, spend my red on perf clicks in the future. Yeah. That seems great, actually. It's a little early for blue, though. Opponent doesn't have enough attack that I should be too concerned. And I have Galvani drones that can be picked off, so... I think it might be too soon for my forge. I think I want to hold this perf. Since he threatens to click Splitter. No. If he clicks Splitter, he can, like, kill a Galvani drone or an NG. Like, holding perf doesn't really make it much better for me. If he wants to click Splitter to kill something, like, I guess he's welcome to. I can't really stop him from getting Splitter value by holding my perf, I guess is what I'm getting at. Now... he has 2 attackers available, but I honestly don't really think he's going to use them. And if he did, he could still, like, kill 2 Galvanis if he wanted. So I don't think this is, like, that huge a deal for me. I'll just do this. If he clicks everything to kill 2 NGs, then I have only 4, and I have to... oh, I can still fire all Galvanis and the Vor. This seems fine. I'd like to get a forge, but I still think it's a little bit early. I could cut the Galvani on both NGs and get a forge, of course. But then I have some energy issues. I think this is better. Now, if I hold perf and vor, it's a slight exploit, and holding the vor is kind of fine since I don't have the energy to click all the Galvani drones. Okay, no, he's just going to kill Galvanis. Fine. So I definitely didn't need to hold anything, is what I'm learning from this. This is maybe too much, huh? He clicks everything, kills 2 NGs. I have to hold a Vor or a Galvani. Probably is too much. So I'll just cut 2 of these and replace with a Doom Drone. I could hold Perf, but then he just attacks for 1 and kills Galvani, and I still don't get much value. I could hold Doomed Drone? I don't think that's good. Opponent's up to the same amount of damage as I am, and or very close, and seems to be in a better position economically. So that's kind of bad news. If I do that, I risk letting them kill too many engineers. I can keep only 1 alive this way. And I kind of want to have 3. So I guess I should do this instead. I don't like all these attackers opponent is getting. I just say they are bad news for me, not that I don't think opponents should be getting them. I was hoping I could sort of put on more pressure than this somehow. I don't know what happened to make me get like stuck at 6 attack. I guess it was that I like ran out of red because I'm clicking perfs all the time. Like that's fine, but I don't know. I'm also having to manage too many Galvanis, maybe. So what if I, like... I get a splitter, that seems cool. And this? I don't know, maybe Enervy was too defensive. Actually, my position seems alright, I think. Like, my attack is about as much as opponent's attack, and my econ's about the same. I guess it's about the same, whether I keep 1 extra health or give him 1 extra health. No, because I have an exploit that involves losing all the NGs. Right? Now he can't make use of his Doom Drone. So this was better. I get to keep 2 health alive, which is just the Vor, so I want to add 3 more to let me harvest everything. And I think another NG should be fine. I'll find something to do with the energy, I'm sure. And suddenly I'm the one riding the Doom Drone tempo, so that's nice. And I have green, which is going to be superb as this game draws to a close, I hope. What's he thinking of doing differently? Not offering a gambit, surely. Hold perf, I see. If I attack for 7, it's a mild exploit? It means he can't make use of the Doom Drone again, so if I can find a reason to do that, then I will. Right, because this way he keeps just NG alive. Holding this... No, that lets him keep just perf alive. That's silly. He gets to use the Doom Drone regardless. Okay. So right now I'm keeping 1 NG alive. That's clearly too few. This is 4 NGs, and I get to buy a Doom Drone. Oh, actually, because he was losing perf, it's actually less than that? Really? You're gonna hold 3 splitters? That's your amazing value? Oh, because of all my Doom Drones? I see. That's a cute reason to have gotten the Oride Core. That's interesting. I mean, it's a questionable exploit. Like, it's okay. I think it was, you know, given that you have all this, this is a fine turn, but I don't know if it was worth the investment of an Oride Core. It's probably fine. Oride Core is probably all right at this stage, but I mean, it's denying me 2 absorb, right? Definitely a thing. But in exchange, you had to kill 2 Galvani's. So it's good. Just like if I had a wall and 2 Galvani's and you were doing 2 damage, you'd be like, great, I'll kill the Galvani's. And that's the position my opponent's in here. But not like such an overwhelmingly disastrous thing that I'm super worried about it. I'm keeping 2 NGs alive, that's plenty? Oh, 3 NGs because he's losing perf here. I wish I could add 1 more attack, but I can't. Well, 3 NGs is this, right? Pretty sure I should lose a Nervy Field here, rather than like losing 3 NGs. Oh, I'll lose 3 NGs for this though, I think. How is opponent managing to attack for so little? I guess he's just holding a bunch of stuff and I'm overestimating the attack. Okay, this Oride Core is way too good and I don't like it at all. Yeah. I mean, I could do this. What does this look like? Then I'm just way over defending next turn with a Doom Drone and and a Nervy. So this doesn't actually kill any attack. This perf isn't attacking. So opponent's attacking for 9 next turn. This is a slight exploit that makes him keep perf instead of NG. Which is not like amazing. But he doesn't really want that. He wants the NG and the Galvani. Okay. Cool. Well, that was an interesting game. What do the stats look like? I had more damage most of the time, and then the opponent briefly caught up here, but started deciding not to attack me. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a pretty fast set with Vor and Perf, and that was why I played it that way. I don't know if my opening was the best way to get there. What could you do differently? Like, you could make some of these drones doomed, for example. Maybe that would have been better, actually. Considering how valuable energy is with all these cheap drones and with Vors. Maybe I should have opened, like, Doom Drone Drone. And then this turn I would have $9, and I could get Animus, Doom Drone, Galvani. And then I'd have the same amount of income, but 2 of my drones would be doomed. And I'd have an energy left to do stuff with. This turn I could have gotten like an actual drone instead of an NG or something. I feel like that opening would have been better. Let's just look at it briefly. Say, I don't know, turn 4. Let's compare the position by the time I got to the beginning of my turn 4 in the game versus in this alternate line. I guess we better switch to analysis mode. So beginning of turn 4, I've harvested my Galvanis. I have $11 and an income estimate of 21, assuming I click everything. And I have 3 engineers and 2 attackers. So 11, and I'm making 10 per turn, right? Now, let's say I tried that alternate opening. Oh wait, no, I already got the Animus. I wanted these things and the drone. Right? Now, beginning of turn 4, how are we looking? I have $11, same as before. I have 11 income instead of 10, so I'm up 1 income. I'm also getting 1 more usable energy per turn. However, these Doom Drones are dying very soon. Like, the 1 extra income that I've gotten is about to disappear, and I'm gonna have to buy a drone to make up for it. On the other hand, oh, I still can't click this Electivore and buy drone. So the idea that I was gonna buy another drone this turn in this line doesn't make sense. So it's really like, I mean, plus I also have 1 fewer NG. I don't know. I'm not sure which of these lines is better for me, honestly. Probably the Doom Drone one is not so great. Because the amount of money that I'll have netted by the time the Doom Drone dies is not enough to buy another drone. I think. And I'm like, I have less defensive flexibility because of the NG. Yeah, I don't know. So that's another alternate line that could be good. It is like, by the way, you don't often get to build two fast attack against an opponent who doesn't even have any tech. Right? I think, like, that's a rare privilege. I think opponent must have underestimated my Animus. He wanted to keep spending his energy, and I think that was reasonable. I mean, you paid a lot to get it. But... And yeah, he could even spend all his energy while getting forged the next turn, but in exchange, I get this, like, free kill on 2 engineers. Right? That basically costs him $4, having delayed to do all this, and I don't think the higher econ was worth that. So what felt like the most delicate point in the game, well, these couple turns were a little interesting, trying to weigh like whether I should allow my opponent to attack me. I decided to do it because he really wants to be allowed. He wants me to give him permission to hold this splitter, right? By keeping back a defender, I'm giving him permission, saying it doesn't even cost you anything to gain 3 defensive tempo. Go ahead. And I just didn't want to do that. I want him to feel under pressure at all times from my Vors and Perfs and all this stuff. And since he has reasonable ways to do a little bit of damage even if I hold something back, I didn't want to hold something back, costing myself a damage against him, and really not gaining all that much. He could have chosen to hold Splitter anyway and gain tempo, but at least if he does that, he's giving up on killing an engineer, which he didn't really want to do. I'm still not sure about whether getting 2 perforators was the right idea. Right, I got 2 perfs and then a blast forge eventually. What I could have done was just have the 1 perf and be buying ferritin sacks every turn. Right? I mean, that would be kind of a different way to arrive at the tech of like 1 red and 1... of 0 red and 1 blue, right? I think my problem was more that, like, on this turn, I couldn't find a good way to use my extra money by buying a ferritin sack instead of a perf here. And also, I thought 2 turns from now I might not want a wall yet. And indeed, so it transpired. This turn, I don't want a wall yet. So buying the ferritin sack here would have been precipitous. Is that? I mean, that's close to the right word. Coming too soon, premature is close to the word, but I feel like precipitous is also sort of accurate in a way here. Anyway. So I don't know, like, this is the turn where I sort of committed, although I didn't really mean to never buying anything red again. What could I have done differently? I considered getting, like, a Vor and a Galvani, but then I don't... Wait, why didn't I do that? That seems pretty good, yeah? I guess I didn't want to commit to having all these engineers lying around, and I wanted to start the Doom Drone training, because it looks like opponent's going to start actually doing damage. And... I guess more than that, I also just wanted to be done with my red pretty soon. Get, like, Doom Drones and spend my green instead. I anticipated buying a Blast Forge soon. But I actually didn't buy it as soon as I thought. So I don't know, maybe the Galvani and Vor play would have been better. There was here a mild exploit if I could find some reason to hold 2 attackers, I guess. Which I guess would be perfs. That's an idea. If I just attack for 4 here, these 2 perfs together are doing only 1 damage, right? And by holding them, it's probably gaining a little value, because opponent looks like they want to actually attack for 2. And so a perf hold is gaining me an NG. 2 perf holds, well, 1 perf hold is gaining me an NG, and it gains me the other one for free. And it only takes away 1 damage from opponent. So by doing this, oh god, I'm gonna have to restart analysis now. By doing this, I deal 1 damage, but probably take 1 damage. And I throw away 2 red. I made use of that to get a Blast Forge, but maybe it would have been better to just hold this, hold these both, now transition into the Ferritin Sacks, and throw in some more attack. I could even maybe get like a perf and a Gauss Cannon. The perf can't click, but it could be useful so soonish. Probably not, though. Probably you just want like a Tarsier or something, maybe a Rhino. And like this, I don't know. So this is another play I could have tried to get me up to a higher damage total sooner. I don't know if that's a great idea, but it's an option. Oh, and I guess we skipped a turn, right? Here's the one where all the stuff I bought actually comes in. An opponent does attack for 2. I don't know, like, as I said when the game was going on, I was looking at the numbers for like income and damage, and it seemed favorable to me. Opponent caught up like about here when he suddenly added like 2 splitters while a Tarsier was coming in. And then he added splitter perf, and I was like, oh, is he just going to be able to ignore all my damage forever? And he just bought splitter perf again. And I was like, this is unreal. How can he keep doing this? I thought I was attacking a lot. But that was because of all, he was riding the wave of the Doom Drone tempo, right? And then that wore off. And also his perfs were like largely defending, not attacking. I don't know. Did I make a mistake here? No, I looked at doing this. And I saw that holding back Vor and clicking Galvani was a mild exploit. What I didn't notice is that I really need to lose Enervy Field this coming turn. No, that's fine. Right, opponent has to attack for enough to give me that. No! They did, though. I don't know. I guess it was the next Enervy Field that got exploited, not that first one. How did he... Like, I don't know. Even having seen it, I'm like, how did he go from threatening 7 attack to doing just 2? It just seems impossible, doesn't it? But, I mean, the answer was he held back 2 attackers and clicked Oride Core and clicked 2 Galvanis. None of these plays are like things he's extremely excited to do. Added together, they come up to some good value. You know, they let him squeeze out 1 more Steel Splitter, basically. I should have thought more about the possibility of a play like this and maybe held just 1 Doom Drone to make it less appealing. But I was just like attacking for more. And I had better tech. Blue-green instead of red-blue. This is a red set, but I got a few red attackers while attack was still really good. And then turned my red into blue. Like, got rid of my red in exchange for... Oh yeah, this is the one where I got exploited. Yeah. I don't know. And then the game ended. I'm not sure why he chose this moment to give up. Wall supply is not an issue. Because I'm making him use up this NG? I don't know. He's going to be pretty exploitable coming up soon, actually, right? If you... Like, if I make him lose NG wall onto splitter, which is what I'm doing right now, his defense is suddenly just, like, this stuff. He has a perf flying around that can't attack, which is fine. He wants to defend with it anyway. But he doesn't have any 1 health defenders to lose. And I'm attacking more, so... Also, I have a little less income, I guess? But I have green. Like, these inertia fields have been nuts. I don't know. It was nice to win anyway, even though I'm not sure exactly what made him choose to concede at this very moment. And I'm glad to see that my read of, like, fast stuff into selling your red to buy other tech is vindicated for this set. Anyway, that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.